a notice of default due to Junior's absence. According to their contract, specific members of the Orange County Chopper's shop had to remain on camera by being employed. So, in response to the notice filed by TLC, Paul Sr. and Paul Jr. decided to make a new contract. One in which Paul Jr. would be an independent contractor, and it worked. TLC was pleased and off their backs. However, the relief didn't last long, as Paul Jr. managed to only last a couple of months as a contractor. Since Paul Jr. actually co-founded Orange County Choppers, he owned 20% of the company shares, which his father wanted to buy out from him. Following the new contract, Paul Sr. could buy Jr. shares at a fair market price, which would be determined by a neutral party. The already tense relationship between the father and son didn't make it easy for them to settle out of court, and Paul Sr. chose to take his son to court rather than give him the good old fatherly talk instead. Things became very ugly from then on. Paul Sr. sued his son for $1 million in damages in a bid to push Paul Jr. into selling his shares. However, Paul Jr. fought back his father's contractual option with a countersuit in which he charged his father with corporate waste, in other words, fraud. After several endless courtroom sessions, Paul Jr. lost the case in 2011 and was forced to sell his shares to his father. Although no one knows exactly how much Paul Jr. received, it clearly wasn't enough to fund his own business afterward. So, what does Paul Tuttle Jr. do these days? Since we're still talking about shares, let's go over what happened to Paul Jr. in terms of business. Quite the opposite of popular opinion, Paul Jr. didn't get right back to working in the chopper building industry after leaving Orange County Choppers. In 2009, he founded a company, Paul Jr. Designs, which was dedicated to making inexpensive steel camp stoves. When asked why he took such a different route in terms of business, Paul Jr. shared that it was very difficult for him to take back control of his life after working for his father for such a long time. He assured that his decision to build stoves shouldn't be surprising given his background and experience as a steel builder. The truth about his decision was soon revealed. Turned out that due to his past contract with Orange County Choppers, he was unable to get back into the bike business. This meant that he could no longer build or design any choppers for an entire year following his termination. However, by April 2019, Paul Jr. was able to flip his stove business into a bike body shop, and it has been shooting for the moon since then. At that time, it was estimated that Paul Jr. was worth a chilling $2 million. In 2016, Paul Jr.'s business reached impressive new heights when he completed 2 bikes for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows summer blockbuster, and he managed to do it all without any concept art. Although he was originally contracted to complete just 1 bike for the movie, the directors asked for a second one because of how much they liked the first. In 2021, the business reached yet another groundbreaking milestone when it collaborated with Rough Cycles, a German bicycle manufacturer, to create a PJD electric bicycle.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Your turn to pick!
Uh, 10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron.
The new e-bike collection was completely different from anything the two companies had ever worked on before, and it showed Paul Jr.'s creativity in a positive new light. Beyond the past drama between the Tuttles, Paul Jr.'s professional life has been thriving in all aspects. These days, the company actively takes part in nationwide automotive events and exhibitions, while receiving consistent commissions from chopper-loving customers. Paul Jr. is now an innovator within the chopper industry, and with his unique designs, there is no doubt that he will continue to succeed in the years to come. What about his personal life? In August 2010, Paul Jr. wedded his longtime girlfriend and model, Rachel Beister. Even though Paul Sr. was invited, he never showed up. In 2015, Paul Jr. and his wife Rachel welcomed their first child and son, Hudson Stephen. In a recent interview, Paul Jr. candidly expressed his faith. He clearly wasn't joking, as he is an active member of many Christian ministries and has even participated in speaking engagements alongside his wife before. He is also available for booking as a Christian speaker and heavily incorporated his faith in his book, The Build: Designing My Life of Choppers, Family and Faith. Aside from this, Paul Jr. shares a considerable part of his personal life on his social media and business website. What about his relationship with his father? Before we find out what later happened to the feuding father and son, if you enjoyed this video so far, please let's make it workable through the years. The decision to leave behind their historical feud and
My sentence.
30 seconds until
choose peace brought about positive results. And in 2018, the father and son made an appearance together in The Return of American Chopper.
You know, Paul Jr. is back, on the show. Your son is back. I noticed he's not here today, but how has that been? Has that been what you expected it would be, being reunited with him on the show?
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of an adjustment, because it had been a long time, and the junior-senior thing was horrible as far as I'm concerned, I'm glad that part of my life is over with, and I think he is too. So, he has his own business. I have my own business, and I think it's good because I think our downfall was being in business together.
The series was, however, canceled in 2019. Paul Jr. made a TV comeback in 2020 for a 2-hour special, The Last Ride. In the special, he worked with his father for the first time in years to build a new chopper for a big company. The special also marked the first collaboration between Paul Jr. Designs and Orange County Choppers, which made it the perfect chance to get rid of any lingering animosity between the Tuttles. A while later, Paul Sr. shared that he and his son had an eye-opening discussion which proved to be the last step in resolving their differences. Realizing that the core of their problems involved work and business, both men chose not to work together in the same shop, even though they might be able to team up for projects. Eventually, the Tuttles reconciled, but it took quite a while and a lot of effort on both parties for them to forgive each other and move on. Today, both parties get along just fine. Seems to be the perfect ending for a global feud that produced a viral meme, doesn't it? Well, if you know the Tuttles, then you know one thing for sure. The story is far from over. If you enjoyed today's video, let us know by smashing the like button. Who has the better shop, Orange County Choppers or Paul Jr. Designs? What do you think, Paul?
Deadly destiny. Slow down. Arrow. Fly.
Blood has been spilled, Forty, for the first time in this game.
To a point. Agreed. Fire. I'll find vengeance anywhere. I didn't ask you to battle. Did I call that zero for you? I saw. I don't miss. They could be near.
Feel the frost. Be wary. I don't discriminate. Hidden target. I only wanted your life, but I'll take the gold too. No use waiting. Cold fury. Very quiver. I'm moving. Kind of. I've got Rhino. My heart is hardened. Way ahead of you. Take the shot. Glory. Frigid. To cover. Mine, time to move. Yes. Fully stopped. Be cool. Loose. Covering fire. Hands where I can see them. That decides it. I hide no longer. Silent as mist. This way to madness. I go in silence. Denied. Under attack. I don't need to pray. Arrows ready. Trace my small veins. Loose. A deliberate step. Silence speaks. They cannot track me. Thank you. It's too cold to hurt. What would it take to get me to stop? Bite, Frost. Stay downwind. They found me. Forward. Unleash hell. Remember their faces. I've been there before. A fork for me. Violence follows. I'll find a vengeance anywhere.
And
I know. It crossed my mind. That was my thought. Doesn't matter.
40, middle tower. I'm gonna look at it.
Look! The middle tower's under attack!
Now you're cool. Easy draw. Armed and aimed. Onward. This way. Pass undisturbed. He would have done the same. I wasn't expecting you to be useful. Stay downwind. A silent terror. Be wary. Feel the bite of frost. They started this, and I will end it. Arrow, find your target. Time to move. They found me. Freeze. A sliver of shimmer. Good enough. I cover all the angles. The silence before my storm. Wisdom is not correct. I've been here before.
Looks like dire structures are fortified.
I shouldn't miss. You transgress. I go in silence. A deliberate step. Way ahead of you. I knew the tolls of this road when I started. Stay out of the open. To a point. In my sights. I take the right. Run faster. Ice shall nip my enemies. Forward. All spray, no prey.
Ooh, they took out the enemy's middle tower! Oh, ha ha! Oh,
I follow. Keep the body count rising. They cannot track me. Cold fury. My bow is drawn. Your time comes. Praise your soul. Yeah. Hip shot. Arrow, fly. Brain freeze. Silence speaks. Deadly destiny. A ranger at heart. Quiet now. Trail's cold.
but geez, Rick, the top tower's getting hit. Man, you might as well save that energy, because Radiant just fortified their structures.
Try some ice in your veins. Cunning. You should run. Silent as mist. I see.
Morty, watch out! It's a killing spree!
I saw. Very well. Pray. Frost fight on the move. No use waiting. Frigid. Attack! I
Oh,
hide no
oh,
longer.
middle tower's under attack!
I've made good time.
What the fuck?
Easy.
Twinning it fucking win.
Agreed. We found the
Whoa, initiating killing spree mode.
borrowed time. That decides it. Easier than shooting creeps. It's too cold to hurt. This way to madness. My sentiments as well.
Morty, killing spree!
Forward. This way. Run faster. Be cool. Stay out of the open.
Your middle tower's under attack.
I've been here before. Slow down some. A
Oh
deliberate
jeez, your middle tower's under attack!
Ooh, oh, not good.
endless ammo. They cannot track me. Boreal bolts. Quiet now. You should run. Your words are unwelcome. They found me. My bow will be. Agreed. Always need more. Good enough. Silent as mist. That decides it.
Oh jeez, middle tower's under attack!
My bow is drawn. Feel the bite of frost. follows. Hands where I can see them. A sliver of shimmer. Way ahead of you.
Ooh, Dyer, you gotta fortify them, their structures. Good work.
Silence. A barrage of bullets. Ella, find your target. I saw.
Oh, Rick! He's dominating now! He's dominating!
Stay in the wind. Come in.
Oh, your top tower's under attack.
Oh, man!
Your top tower's under attack.
Oh, man, what? Get up on out of here, because Radiant just fortified their structures! Oh, jeez, your top tower's under attack!
Oh, your top tower just took it right in the you-know-what.
Gotta have more fun. A ranger at heart. Yes. Mary.
Ooh, your middle tower's under attack.
Was he? It crossed my mind. So be it. Brain freeze.
Killing spree. There was a clipping issue. There was a hit detection issue. Whoa, mega kill. Uh-oh. Haha, mega kill. Morty, who was that? Pretty tight.
For your co-conspirators.
Oh, yeah, your bottom tower's under attack. You know, Morty, it sometimes feels like they don't even care. Hey, you might want to kiss your bottom tower goodbye because it's gone.
Oh, your bottom tower's under attack!
Onward. Boreal bolts. A sliver of shimmer. I don't discriminate.
Oh, come on! The middle tower's under attack!
But not far enough. I hide no longer.
Great! Your middle tower! You can't use that anymore! It's gone!
Your time comes. All sin, no praise. Hidden target. This way to Moses. A deer path. To a point. I didn't ask you. Very well. Now you're cool. Try some ice in your veins. I see. They could be near. A silent terror. Frigid.
Killing spree, my ass. Level up a dub-dub.
Oh man, this guy's dominating!
Double kill.
To your death.
Oh boy, your top tower Radiant just fortified their structures! You know what I'm talking
That
about?
force field leads me to believe that Dire just fortified their structure. Morty, you're not gonna like this. The top tower is under attack.
Oh, sheesh!
Your top tower's under attack. Oh, your top tower's fallen.
Normal gold is boys. With this,
I don't need to take the lead away.
You know, the cops are shooting at him and tasing him and he just keeps getting up.
Yeah, why does he keep getting up? Just lay down.
No use without me. I'll find vengeance anywhere. I know. To cover. I go in silence. Why cross me? Silent as mist. Yes. A silent terror. I cover all the angles. I'll continue this dark journey. So be it. Slow down some. They could be near. Troops are ready. No use waiting. At this time, good time. I've made good time. To battle. Hip shot. Good enough.
Your middle tower's under attack.
I see clearly. Onward.
Double kill. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh, Morty. He's from Boston because he's wicked sick.
Cold fury. I know. Frost fight. Trails cold. It crossed my mind. Be cool. I hide no longer. I've been here before. See? Vengeance does make you feel better. The deer path. I see. You would have done the same.
Whoa! The enemy's top tower got destroyed!
Ice shall nip my enemies. But frost. You transgress. Agreed. I go in silence. Forward. I take the right. I follow. That decides it. I don't miss. I'll find vengeance anywhere. Pass undisturbed.
Ah, the enemy's bottom tower. It's gone. We did it.
Quiet. I don't need to take the long way. Fully stocked. Cold fury. Silent speaks. They found me. To a point. Brain freeze. Translucent brains. In my seats. Violence follows. Creeps. A ranger heart. A sliver of shiver. Frigid. My clothes dry.
He monster killed!
Whoa, it's godlike time!
Level up godlike! He's super godlike! Or beyond godlike, I meant!
My aim is still set. My family have been waiting.
Oh, Roshan's fallen to the dire.
Take it. Even I like a good battle.
This way to madness. I only wanted your life, but I'll take the universe affirms my bloody path. Way ahead of you. Deadly destiny.
The biggest real life you cannot go through. Just avoid him, Donna.
I saw. That was my
Respect for
fault.
them, just give it. Don't fight them now.
You know, Rick, I gotta tell you, my bottom tower is looking pretty good.
40, bottom tower under attack.
Oh! Come on, get with it!
Bottom tower is gonzo, baby.
At this price, a good bargain. Stay out of the open. I've made good time.
Bottom, take the outpost. They are keeping top. Play bottom display, just go this way.
Slow down some.
Keep it close.
I prefer to fight. Arrange heart. Loose. Loose. Well-earned skill. Silent as mist. I hide no longer. I follow. A deer path.
When they
Into the fray. Unscathed good and evil, creeps are of no account. I go in silence.
Oh man, what? Get up on out of here, because Radiant just fortified their structures. Oh, come on, the middle tower's under attack.
They cannot track me. I know. No use waiting. Boreal.
Ooh, your middle tower's under attack.
just wait 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Wait.
Oh man, your middle tower's got destroyed. Whoever that was, you're gonna end up with low priority.
Calm down, Morty, calm down.
Jeez, it's a killing spree. Oh my god! Four in a row. He's now dominating. He's dominating.
1 minute, bro. 1 minute.
Remember line of sight.
Oh jeez, your middle tower's under attack.
It is great for you guys to waste your
What a
time.
mess.
I've got a steady eye.
Oh boy, your middle tower just really took a big crap.
Silence.
They're fighting against your middle barracks right now.
Ooh, your middle barracks just got wiped off the face of the map. Oh boy, Morty, middle barracks are gone. Bet you're loving
No
this.
BKB, no
You
play
get to be the mayor of I told you town. You're welcome.
Your bottom tower's under attack.
Forward.
Hey Morty, guess what's not there?
The bottom tower.
An easy draw.
Like that move, bro.
Oh man, the bottom barracks were my favorite. Now they're not there anymore.
This way.
You gotta get serious. That's turned into trash.
Bullets are on board. hate. Now you're cool. My bow is drawn. Like practice. A deliberate step. My sentiments as well. Agreed.
A fitting bounty.
Deadly destiny. Yes. Armed and aimed. Onward. My bow will be ready. Battle. I've been here before. They could be near. Creeps. Violence follows. That was my thought. Very well. Frost flight. Cover fire. Way ahead of you. Time to move.
Season is over.
Exor beats everything.
At this price, good bargain. I'll see. This way to madness.
Ito.
A fine vantage. Trails cold. Quiet now.
Pandaling. Ayun.
Who needs a journey? Patience. It crossed my mind. Stay downwind. Silence speaks. Cold fury. before. I should have been almost easier this way. Very well.
It's up. Bro.
I see. It's too cruel to hurt.
Oh, jeez, middle tower's under attack. Oh boy, little shit just got taken out by the radiant.
In silence.
Can get me. He dead.
Onward. Yes.
Oh boy, killing spree. Ownage.
Oh, the enemy's middle tower's gone. Serves them right.
Oh, you're gonna do this. Ooh, dire. You got fortified in their structures. Good work.
Try some ice in your veins.
Ooh, they took out the enemy's middle tower. Radiant just fortified their structures. You know what I'm talking about?
Enemy's middle barracks just got wrecked, baby. Oh boy, whoa! What a good work! What a good work you did.
Your top barracks? Yeah, they're gone now. Oh, the enemy's middle tower's gone. Serve them right.
Back from the brink.
Oh, the enemy's middle tower's gone. Serve them right. Woo, boy, oh boy. Oh my goodness gracious.
Can try.
I've had worse. Very. A deliberate step. Forward.
Top barracks are under attack.
I've missed. Quiet now.
Lincoln, bro. Just buy pressure direct. The in-game.
I follow.
Watch out! Your top barracks are getting hit.
Come on, get with it.
Both of you don't have buyback this side.
A silent terror. Unprepared. Deadly destiny.
Stop.
This way to madness.
Let's try GG.
I know.
This stream is forever.
Buyback and buyback.
To cover. Others have tried to stop me. Agreed. Should we set an ambush? Attack!
Someone connect.
A ranger at heart. Violence follows. That was my thought. Slow down.
Can you out now?
I've made good time. Cunning.
Whoa! The enemy's top tower has fallen!
I'll find
Totes Maloof's, dog.
I only want to go on. But I'll take the gold, too. I don't need to take the long way.
Regeneration.
Someone go mid. I got hacked for this angle. If he dies, he got no way.
To a point. Silent as mist.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? It's a killing spree over here!
People.
This room
Get black hole.
I hide no longer.
I think we can end this.
My sentiments as well. That decides it.
Don't stay too close to bro.
Good enough. Crossed my mind.
Like dire structures, they're fortified.